And hey, I have the Rock Out of Podcasting, Charles Mcfall, here with the Pokemon Go podcast. And I am going to do the lucky egg trick here. I will make sure that my audio is done right, so in case the music's on, it doesn't like blast or anything. We all know the music. We don't need that. So, yeah, of course, I've got the Do Not Trespass sign there. But first, I want to tell you, hey, Charles Mcfall, Rock Out of Podcasting, one of the hosts of the Pokemon Go podcast on the Giant Size Team Up Network here. And I just thought, hey, I've got the lucky egg trick ready to go. And I thought maybe I'd do it for our patrons and get that going. There's a chat here on YouTube if you catch this live. But then I was like, hey, what is a better way to do things than to actually just put it out there, what we do on the podcast. And it is share information, explain tricks, give you an idea of how things are supposed to work. Answer questions for people who are new to Pokemon like myself. Answer questions to people who are new to gaming, which I'm not. I've actually been gaming for a while. And Joe Ard and Brian Ibbett are my co-hosts, and we have a discussion each week of some headlines, some experiences, stuff that's going on. You know, all those things, all those great things. And you see on my phone, I'm using my phone. I'm doing great on system CPU tonight. That is awesome. But I'm using, I've got my phone tapped in here. So every once in a while, you might see a Facebook message or something pop up. But other than that, this is live from the Bears Den studio. Oh, you filthy, filthy bird. I want to say thanks to Paul Puck for getting me the very beautiful Pokemon Go Plus. I got that tonight. And man, it's been an awesome, awesome thing to have. Of course, all the speed locks being what they are, even just going through town slowly, I can't really hit any kind of Pokestop or anything like that. But I did catch a whole lot of stuff. Now, the downside to the Pokemon Go Plus, I believe, and we'll cover this on the show, which we record on Thursdays and put out over the weekends, every weekend. What will happen is we'll talk about what I perceive to be happening. But I think you get one shot at a Pokemon. If you don't catch it, it runs away, which is really weird. But other than that, that's not what we're here to talk about. I'm here to do the lucky egg. So I'm going to give you a brief setup of how I did this. So the trick in general is you can evolve about 70 to 80 Pokemon now with the reduced animations and whatnot. And so if you use a lucky egg, that's double experience for you as a trainer for everything. And evolutions just give a crap ton of experience. And so you collect 80, typically Pidgeys, because they're easy to get, right? You get 80 Pidgeys or so, and you get the candies you need, which is not 319. It's more than that. However, through the event over Halloween and then through the first part of November where the spawn rates were higher, the event, of course, at Halloween being double candies, I was able to make a plan. So I don't just have Pidgeys ready to go. I do have enough candy pretty much to evolve all these Pidgeys, I do believe, and some Rattatas. And what I've done is I've just gone through and made sure I've kept the best of the Pokemon that I've captured. That's what the favorites are. The stars are the best ones that I've captured. So I know these have the best IVs so far. And I've just got a whole bunch of different ones ready to evolve. I believe Bellsprout, you are not. Okay, so this first row is not. The second row is not. Caterpie, I think I'm going to save you because I've got these others. See, I do a little planning, right? And yeah, I'm talking to myself. Metapods, I believe I have enough to do 2 Metapods. Yes, I do. So I'm actually going to evolve the Metapods instead of the Caterpie. Just make sure I get a good starting point before I jump in. So no Clefairy. So Cubone, we're going to start with the Cubones and roll through. It's going to go pretty fast, and I don't know what I'm going to end up with, but, this is what we're going to do. So the idea is to get 70 to 80 Pokemon, right, ready to go, as I have, and I've measured out the right stats and so on and so forth. Pidgeys are the easiest to do, but I think my theory is, and nobody's really said I'm wrong yet, is that any of them will work. Now, I have 4 in case I screw this up, but I'll get 30 minutes to evolve as many Pokemon as I can, and then the clock's up, and we'll see. I'm level, let me hit no to that. I'm level 20. I've got 29,807 experience to 50,000, right, to get to level 21. So I'm over halfway I'm definitely over halfway through level 20 as we get started. So that's our baseline. Let's go ahead and kick this bad boy off right now. And here comes the lucky egg. There's the Discord chat, Paul Puck. So, all right, there goes the egg, and let's get started. And it's just going to be very quick. Evolve. And I've measured out. I've got enough to do so many. I don't think tapping it's going to make it go any faster. So we'll just go. And that's got me nervous. I don't know why. I just feel like I'm under the gun, right? I got to rush, get this thing done. But I'm not going to check any stats. I'm going to get out of this as fast as I can because obviously I want to catch as much evolve time as I can, much lucky egg time as I can. So I did measure. I had about 5 to do on Cubone to Marowak. You know what? It seems like that should have changed, but I don't know. Hopefully you're getting the right information that this is about the Pokemon Go podcast and not the EMS Underground. I should have refreshed my screen. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But keeping going, keeping rocking, going. The animations are pretty cool on this. I will admit. It's pretty tight. So there we go. And of course I do like this on YouTube. This is part of the Filthy Casual Gaming channel that I do. This is just me playing, doing my thing, having fun. After this, I'll probably take a quick break so that I get focus, so that YouTube won't put the videos together. But I did want to do this to help show you. On the show, we have so much fun. I wish Brian Ibbett and Joe were on the line talking to me. Joe's got to get up bright and early this morning. I did not think to reach out to Brian Ibbett, but actually he was helping friends move tonight. So I know he actually was probably tired and couldn't just keep me company. I'm hoping that Chris Wisdom, hey, Mortal Sword jumps in. It's K. What does that mean? It's K? I don't know. Then I was actually hoping Chris Wisdom would jump into the YouTube chat so that he'd feed me some one-liners too. But Paul Klotz, Mortal Sword, is watching. He is one of my favorite co-hosts on Breaking the Panel, and of course had worked with me on From the Helicarrier. All right, so far so good. Just moving on down the line. I do wish the animations were. I don't know what they were before because they really seem slow to me now. Let's go ahead and get some evolution. Evolutions. You troglodyte. Dude. Spell. Use your letters. Man, you guys. We had such a great time tonight, by the way. Earlier this evening, we recorded the Breaking the Panel discussion, roundtable discussion of Doctor Strange, and had myself, Paul, Chris had a blast, and Joseph Ard, who's my co-host on Pokemon Go podcast, jumped in, and we had a blast with him, and Jeff of MCU Cast, Jeff Randall. Such a great time, and even afterwards, just so much laughter, man. I have so much fun doing shows with these guys. It makes my night. So taking the weird, creepy drowsies with the fingers and the nose and turning them into Hypnos, which is probably more creepy because he doesn't look creepy on the surface, but he's going to get you. I don't know. So just so you know, Pokemon Go podcast is a PG show. So I am trying to keep it close to the vest. Now, I know the trick about the Eevees. I know I can change the nickname of the Eevees and get a Jolteon, get a Vaporeon, get a Flameon. I don't remember what the fire one's called. I am a troglodyte a little bit. But I just kind of like seeing what they're going to turn into on their own. So that's my second Jolteon. I do not have any of the other elements as yet, but let's see as we keep going. Let's see what happens here. So, but in case you aren't familiar, you know what? Paul might be able to help me out with the names. You can like Vaporeon is Rainier. Hey, there's a Flameon. Now I am kind of a Flameon though. Flame on. I'm doing this to kind of poke Paul a little bit just to aggravate him because and those of you who are like screaming at me the real name, I'm doing a little bit to poke you too. But cool, I got a Flareon for the first time. I know there are names you can change. With Vaporeon, it's Rainier. I don't remember. Sparky, I think, is... Paul says he hates me in the chat. Sparky, I think, is to get the Jolteon. How many do I have left? 2. If I don't get a Vaporeon on this one, I will probably change the last one's nickname. if I get the nickname correct. I don't know. I hate to waste the time. I just kind of like the idea of it doing its own thing, finding its own way. So far, so good. I'm not even paying attention to what the CPs are coming out of this thing. I'm really just trying to get through it because that is a key. Don't get distracted. You're doing a lucky egg opens or evolutions. Don't get distracted. Just stay on task. So this is my last EV. And when you do your calculations, you have to leave a little wiggle room. Sweet. I got all 3. I've collected the whole set at this point. That is really nifty. So, very cool. Very cool. No, I'm pretty sure Dratini is not ready. That would be correct. Ikens is. And actually, I have just enough to do both of these. So, Cobra. Yeah. But yeah, the whole point of this whole trick is not to worry about what evolutions you're getting, although it does help if you plan ahead and make sure you get your best IVs possible. It is instead, the point is to get your trainer level up. So you're really just, in my opinion, just evolving anything you can get your hands on and get it. You look sick. I put my reality out there, baby. I get everything. So I did get the whole set of the EVs, and I'm not even paying attention to the CP. So you guys, I might get an amazing CP, an amazing evolution. I might not even notice it as we go through. So feel free to email show@Pokemon Go Podcast about my filthy luck and what I missed in doing the actual video, or go to facebook.com/Pokemon Go Podcast and feel free to yell at me there too. I did, of course, expect the new ones to drop in. All right, let's see. I just, for giggles, I just like looking at it. That is nice. All right, Gasly's. Let's get you rocking and rolling. I got a ton of you, Candice. Some of these Gasly's now, and some of the Pidgeys. Now, Pidgeys I didn't evaluate at all. I have no idea what the IVs are because I'm not going to play with them. I'm just using them as evolution candy, just fodder, just get it done. Some of these Gasly's are going to be the same way. They're not the greatest IV Gasly's. The ones that have stars are. But I just kept enough to get evolved. So I don't know what some of the IVs on this are. And IVs are individual values. There are websites out there. I can't remember what they're off the top of my head right now. You can check it. There's some apps on Android that you can check it. What I do is I do the built-in evaluation. I look for 2 things. I will accept 3 things, but I look for 2. When it first starts off and it says with your trainer and Valor, it says what it thinks of your Pokemon. You should be proud is what I will take. I look for it can accomplish anything. If it can accomplish anything, that's the number one great thing. This says, its defense is its best stat. Its health is its best stat. Whatever, don't care. But that's what I look for. Is can accomplish anything. Then at the very end, wow, I'm impressed. That's the other thing I look for. Those 2 things tell me I have one of the best IV sets for this particular Pokemon, and I go with that. And that's what I focus on. Blah, blah, blah. Thank you, Hunter. I actually know these names too. Hunter, Gasly, Jenny Garth. I did actually name my first Gengar just because I can't help. I know it's pronounced Gengar, but I see it as Gengar sometimes. So my first Gengar that I caught in the wild, I named Jenny Garth just for fun. That's the way it goes. Come on. I do wish these things were, just wish these things were just slightly faster. It is annoying. And again, I know I'm going to have actual extra candies left over here, but not enough to evolve a Haunter. Because Haunters take 100, and I just cracked 100. But at the same time, I'm really just focusing on keeping my lucky egg rocking and rolling instead of maxing out what my candy can do. So I do realize this a little bit of a catch-22 right there. Because, hey, maybe if I evolved the Haunter, I'd get a really good CP Gengar. I don't know. Right now, I'm just trying to get my level higher. Is all I'm really focused on. I don't think Geodude's ready at all. Nope. No, Goldeen is ready. Yes. And I don't even know what Goldeen evolves into. This is going to be new for me because I am a little bit of a filthy casual. So this is going to be a surprise, surprise, surprise. What are you, Goldeen? You're a weird-looking freak of nature is what you are. Holy cow. I have to body shame a Pokemon. What in the world is this goofus? Oh, my God. I'm going to waste a few seconds looking at this animation, which, by the way, the animation is very gorgeous, but the art is weird. Seeking. That is so weird. I don't even know if that's a good Seeking or not. Nope. Didn't think you were ready. And Horsey is ready. So let's evolve you. I don't know what Horsey evolves into either, so let's see. Bigger, badder Horsey. All right. That's interesting enough. Snorkel. Horsey evolves into a Snorkel. Oh my God. That is so a Snorkel. Very, very close. If you're a kid of the 80s, you will understand what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, I'm not even close. Jiggly. Get Jiggly with it? Nope. Okay, get those. I'm pretty sure that's a no. Yeah, that's a no. Kakuna, I think, is a yes. Awesome. Let's do Kakuna. And see what you turn into. I think I know. And I can't. If you asked me what Kakuna evolved into, I couldn't tell you. But I think I've seen it. Yeah, Beedrill. Okay, I have seen it. Yeah. Oh, that was not dirty at all, Beedrill. Thank you. I appreciate you, man. Where are we? No King. Coughing. I think I am ready. No, I am not ready. Krabby. Yes. Cool. But I did count up and ended up having almost 90. Snork. Damn it. Yes. God, that's what I meant. Snork, not a snorkel. Oh, now I feel like a filthy casual idiot. I totally feel stupid for that one. But at least you understood the reference of where I was going for, and you can translate. I do appreciate you in doing that. All right, let's evolve you, Machop. I know it's Machop, but whatever. Machop. Maybe he identifies as a Machop. You ever think of that? I bet you didn't. All right. And yeah, this is the first time I've seen. Is this Machamp or Machop? No, Machop's the first one. What is this? Machoke. I always get confused on that. Machamp is the highest evolution. All right. Understood. Oh, didn't want to hit that. I know that's not evolution. Meowth. Yeah. Now this is Persians. First time I've seen a Persian in the game. So this is exciting for me. I don't know. It's still too long of an animation for me. Interesting. Probably not worth anything as far as like fighting gyms, but it looks really cool. I can dig that. That's pretty cool. 796. It's not bad. Not bad. As you saw, I was midway through level 20. So these CPs, I don't know what level they are. I haven't gone to Sylph Road in a while to check them. I will before I trade any of these in for candies. I will be going to the Sylph Road to check the levels on these to see which one I should keep. And it's going to be pretty much one of each. I would love to see over 1,000 CP come out of something. That'd be freaking awesome. David Carradine. I know the video is a little bit behind on the broadcast because I do this live. And that's another thing, too. I can definitely appreciate those who really put in the effort on YouTube to be high-end YouTube gamer channel people with the editing and the scripting. You guys do a wonderful job. You really do a fantastic job. That ain't me. This is all live. This is a 100% live broadcast at 11:30 p.m. Eastern on a Saturday evening. So that's how I roll. So I'm sure if I was better at this, I could just cut down the video and you'd get the point. But instead of getting the point, you get the experience of going through this for the whole 30 minutes, if you can hang in there. But yeah, that was funny, Claus. All right. But yeah, a couple Persians. Again, I don't know if they're going to be worth anything as far as fighting. I think they look cool. I think they got places to go. All right, Metapod. Butterfree comes out of Metapod, I do believe. Because it's Caterpie, Metapod, Butterfree. Let's find out if I'm correct. I am a little proud when I can remember the actual evolutions and which family what goes into. And say it correctly as I did there. I'm not sure if my Nidoran and Nidorinos and all that are ready, but we'll check them out real quick. And I'm not going to pop out to check my clock. I'm just going to go through all the evolutions I have, and whether meets the 30-minute clock meets it, I still will get basic, straight up evolution candy and everything experience. Okay, I can do one Nidoran. All right, we'll do that. It's not going to rock the world, but I don't have that much candy, so it counts. I will take it. Jacksepticeye, by the way, great YouTube gamer. Fun, highly entertaining. I mean, he might not be a good gamer in the gaming circles. I don't know, but he is very entertaining to watch. Very fun. He cracks me up. So just throw that out there. He'd be fun. When I'm playing my games, I might be a little bit more along his lines of stream of thought with and talking back to the game and getting immersed. But here I'm just evolving. I just didn't want to be alone. Who wants to be alone? I had to do this for 30 minutes. I didn't want to be alone, and I didn't want to put on like the flash in the background because I have to focus on this and I miss something. So thanks for hanging out and watching this. And check out Pokemon Go Podcast, where we do an hour each week on just all kind of topics, high energy, fun stuff, talking about the headlines, but only talking about Pokemon Go. If you want the other games, there are great podcasts out there for it. We focus on this more. Paul, maybe I am forever alone. I don't know. Yeah, those are Hundies. And I'm sure you're a Hundy as well. All right, let's move on to Oddish. Yeah, I can do both of these. Don't know what Oddish turns into, so here you go. Go to jail. There you go. Gloom. Okay, I did know what an Oddish turns into. I've seen that before. He's got a whole lot of stuff you just want to pop on the top of his head. It's weird. And that does. Some of the minds that conceptualize these characters and go, oh, this is what they're going to do, and this is how they're going to look like. It's like, what kind of mushrooms did you eat last night, man? Because holy crap, this is weird. Gloom is freaking weird. He's drooling. He's got weird nodules on his head that a doctor should look at. I don't know, man. It's weird. All right, come on, Paris. Turn into a Mewtwo. That'd be awesome. Just ching, surprise. Of course, then they take it back from you because you're not supposed to have it yet. Shake that booty. No, I did forget to calculate the time that these new ones showing up in my Pokedex would add a few seconds of the animation. So we'll see. I hope to get to 22, 23 level. I'm not sure at this level how much experience I can get and how much it takes to jump to the next level. So, God, he's got no eyeballs, man. That's like a Funko Pop, dude. That's just freaky deaky a little bit. All right, Persian. All right, here go all the Pidgeys. Fly, my little birdies, fly. I got a lot of Pidgeys. This is going to be quite repetitive. I've got about 30 Pidgeys and 300 something candies. So, yeah, Pidgeotto. Let's go. Pidgeotto. He goes, no, I get it. Never mind. I was going to say something that could be considered racist without intentionally being racist. So, just going to not do that one. Now, the camera is right here about eyeline, and I can make you sick by doing my 3D hand. But the screen is just above that. So if you see me looking up, it's because I'm kind of looking at the broadcast. Of course, my phone is here looking down. Yeah, you got that. Cool. So how about the Mets, huh? You know what, though? Speaking of New York, just Mets, whatever. I've been on a Jerry Seinfeld kick, man. Watching the TV show Seinfeld. It's on Hulu. You can stream all 9 seasons, all episodes. And when it first hit Hulu earlier this year, perhaps, I guess it was, whenever it was, I jumped on board, started watching it. I'm 5 or 6 series. Shoot. 5 or 6 seasons into it now. And yesterday I just had some time on my hands and good bandwidth and just watched 3 or 4 episodes back to back. It really is a good show. In the 90s, I didn't grow up watching Seinfeld. I for whatever reason, maybe I wasn't quite old enough to be in the range to get the jokes, or who knows why. But I never really watched it till now. And watching it back to back, I get it, man. It holds up. It's funny. I understand why it's one of the most talked about TV shows ever. It's cool. I dig it. So that's been fun. What else am I watching? I just got out with Supergirl season 1. Binge watched that. Paul, if you're still on, I know you said the other day you just watched the Flash crossover episode. I liked everything about the Flash crossover episode except the bad guys. The bad guys were okay. I'm not going to say anything bad about them. I think they were okay. I would have liked a little bit more out of them than what I felt like I got. So, it is what it is. But the interaction between Kara and Barry was really good. God, when she got the ice cream, when he went and got ice cream, and I don't know how many times they shot that scene or if that was somehow a real reaction to something that happened and they kept it. But her response going, yeah, just, it was good. It was a really good episode. And I'm glad that they did the crossover, and I'm glad that the Berlanti verse and the CW could save Supergirl from cancellation and bring her into the CW fold. So now I can start on watching the newest episodes and see the hullabaloo about Superman and see how that goes. Because I will agree with the people who watched it in real time. I did hear feedback. I did see stuff on Facebook. But the whole teasing of Superman throughout the episodes and why isn't he helping out? This is a pretty big deal type of deal. This is a big moment. It would affect Superman. Why is he not here? And even in the last episode when he does, and I won't ruin it for anybody, but there are things that happen that you're like, I kind of get what you're trying to do with the tease, but the tease is just, it's too much. It's too much. It doesn't quite click. It doesn't quite make sense. I mean, we understand in The Flash why the Green Arrow is not always over in a whole nother city helping out, right? He's got his own bad guys to handle. He's got his own crises to face. But when it comes to Superman and Supergirl, and he can fly anywhere in the world and find her. And there's one episode where she goes to the Fortress of Solitude and can't find him anywhere on planet Earth. Well, he's off planet, so you're dealing with an alien something or other. It's like, that's just convenient. And while, yes, that would happen, I don't know. I'm glad to understand that they have an actor for Superman. He's an actual character in the show. It's going to be interesting. Now, do I want him in there all the time? No. Just little story arcs when it matters. Just the Doctor Who crossovers, right? When Doctor Who's coming up to a great season finale, and he gathers up all the former companions, and puts all his teams back together, and they go together to face the big bad. That's what I'm looking for with Superman and Supergirl. Supernatural, that's on. Dude, love Supernatural. It's one of my favorite shows. Now, that might not get you to want to listen to Pokemon Go podcast. You might think my judgment has been impaired. I don't care that you think that, because I absolutely love Supernatural. But just know, on a standard Pokemon Go podcast episode, there's 3 of us, there's news, there's experiences of playing. There's not having to fill time while I'm just evolving Pidgeys one after another. So we never get really off topic too much. As humans do, we definitely get off topic and talk about the iWatch 2 that is coming out, and it's going to support the Bluetooth functionality of Pokemon Go and how they're going to add some stuff to that. We'll talk a little bit about that and get a little off topic about, iWatch 2, what's it going to do? But for the most part, Joe is really great about keeping us on task, and it really is about Brian's experience, my experience, the questions and discussions that come out of individual experiences with the game, Joe's experience, and his history. If you want an expert on Pokemon, we have an expert on Pokemon. He loves Pokemon. He's loved it since day one and Gen 1 in the 90s, and just is all over it. And we ask him all kind of questions about why does this do this and why does this do that. Lots of fun, high quality, good stuff. But for now, since I'm evolving at Pidgeys left and right, I'm going to keep talking about the stuff I like to talk about. I just heard Avenged Sevenfold dropped an album. I'm into metal, like that stuff. And AX7 is one of my favorite bands. I don't have this new album yet, but I am looking forward to checking it out for sure. Just saw Doctor Strange, as I mentioned. Paul and Chris and I did a Doctor Strange episode with Joe and Jeff. Doctor Strange, fun movie. You should check it out. If you like Harry Potter, you're going to love this thing. If you like any of the Marvel films, you're going to love this thing. If you like Benedict Cumberbatch and anything he's ever done, you're going to love this movie. It's a great all-around pull movie. I think it has broad appeal. Other people had kind of disagreed with me. I'm telling you, it's fun. Check it out. You'll enjoy it. If superheroes aren't your thing, you'll still love it. It's just different. It's good. And I'm staying away from any spoilers. So, there you go. You know, there's a show that I was watching that I'm actually going to probably watch again with my wife. We watched it together off the BBC, called Miranda. It is a comedy with, I forget Miranda's last name, but it's her actual name. She's a comedian. Funny show. You should definitely check that out. And hey, if you're watching here live on YouTube, feel free to chat something in the chat room. Right now, I am filling conversation while I'm evolving Pidgeys, because I am just cracking through these as fast as I can go. And anything to talk back to would be a welcome thing. So I will probably... My phone is messed up. My phone says 9:41 a.m. on the clock. My real clock is on... It's definitely not 9:41 a.m. Something is wrong. I don't know what that is. Don't know I'm talking like this. Don't sass me, boy. Trying to think of what else I'm watching. Criminal Minds, I'm in and out of from time to time. I love that it's on Netflix and I can get to it when I get to it. And I understand that sometimes contracts come up and shoot, don't do that. Stay on track. Accidentally switched to the wrong screen. But I do enjoy criminals. My wife and I just finished watching Elementary, the CBS. One of the few CBS shows I can 100% get behind. Love that show. Love Johnny Lee Miller. Johnny Lee Miller, I believe, is the actor there. Love it. And on Netflix, it's only up to the end of season 4, I think it is. So we're all caught up on the Netflix version of that. And it's been a blast, and now I've got to find something else for my wife and I to binge. You know what? We'll go to Westworld. We saw the first episode of Westworld. I thoroughly enjoyed it. She liked it, but she's not sure if she's going to get into it, so she's going to give it another episode. So we've only seen the first one, so we'll probably jump to that show next. Took her forever to get into Game of Thrones. I watched the first 3. I forget how many seasons are out because I'm fully caught up. I think there's 4 seasons of Game of Thrones. I watched the first 2.5 without her, and she would be in the room every once in a while and catch an episode or something. And then she got bored one night, and when I was off working, so she decided to look it up and started binging it. She got caught up, and it became something we watched together. In the last episode, we saw all of them together new. That's fun. It's always fun when somebody catches up and you can rewatch with them, those kind of things, and at least be on the same page to have somebody to talk to. So I'm getting down. I had a few extra Pidgeys from collecting tonight, so these aren't going to come down to a perfect number. But we are cracking out a whole lot of Pidgeys. Now, the way I did it is probably a little more entertaining, right? I have a whole bunch of different ones. I've caught some new, or not caught, but I've evolved into new Pokemon that weren't in my Pokédex at all. But because the original Lucky Egg trick just says do Pidgeys, do 80 Pidgeys, because they have 12 candies and they're so easy to get a hold of and blah, blah, blah. But you can tell it's boring. It's boring. It's just the same thing in that case, 70 times over. At least this way, you get to see possibly new Pokemon. I've never seen a Persian before, not in the game, not ever. So to see a Persian is really cool. I know Pikachu does not have it. I'm pretty sure Pinsir does not have it. Poliwag does. I can do both the Poliwag and the Poliwhirls, I believe it is. I can't remember if Poliwag has 1 or 2 evolutions. So, hey, as I see more viewers coming on, I'm going to pimp out Pokemon Go Podcast. Check it out, PokemonGoPodcast.com. It's fun. It's entertaining. It's not videos like this. This is an advertisement video, more or less, of one, the experience of going through the Lucky Egg, so you can see how it works and see how you really have to focus for 30 minutes just hammering it. Right now, by my count, we're at about 20 minutes, maybe-ish. We're definitely coming to the end of it. And I believe, Poliwrath is the big one. Those things look badass. All right, I get to do the Ponyta. Now, that's a nice CP Ponyta, right? 716, not bad for a first level. Not saying that, Paul. Flameon Horse, Model 2. Come on, man, Rapidash. All right, I didn't even see the CP. And yeah, there are... Oh, I think Psyduck actually can evolve. And now we're obviously getting down to the end because I'm at the rats. And those are going to be my last category to evolve. So yeah, I'm right in time. So now I don't know if it's because of my game. I don't know what's going on, but my clock still at the top of my phone says 9:41. You can see it on the screen. It says 9:41 a.m. Even after time has passed. Now, I like my Golduck. He was one of my most powerful ones. Now, I'm still level 20. I still don't have a whole lot of experience. I'm still working on everything. So when I say my Golduck was one of my strongest CP, he came out 798 or something like that, my first one. So he was the biggest thing I had. All right, more ratties. And if I happen to miss one that I planned on evolving, I'll just evolve it later. It's no big deal. Because the whole idea is to just keep focusing, keep moving, keep going. 30 minutes on video when I'm trying to entertain people. So you go, hey, I'm watching this. Is cool, but it's repetitive. I'm trying to give you something fun. Definitely down to the poop there, Paul. Yeah. But if you're just focusing on this, getting it done, it actually goes by pretty fast. It feels like it's forever to me because I'm racing the clock and I'm trying to entertain people at the same time. So it's cool. Paul, you've been playing, I believe. I'm wondering if you're still playing, if you're still interested, what your take on it is. I definitely got to say, I felt like a much better player during the Halloween event where there's a lot more. I mean, yeah, they got saturated. There's Haunters, there's Cubones, but I got to get a Gengar in the wild. That was awesome for me. I'd seen a Haunter already. I got a Cubone in the wild, a bunch of Cubones. I got a Marowak in the wild. Some fun stuff. And then the extra spawn rate and the extra Pokestop output was really cool. It made me feel like an active player. Now that everything's going to be quote-unquote normal, I don't know what my play is going to be like. But I got to tell you, got that Pokemon Go Plus today and went out to get dinner for the family. So 20 minutes of just going down the main strip of town and coming back to the house. And I wouldn't have had the game on otherwise. I wouldn't be catching stuff at a stoplight. I wouldn't have sat in the drive-thru. I might have sat in the drive-thru and thought about it. But even when I went to a drive-thru, some fries, and we went and got chicken from another place. And when I went in to get the chicken, I sat there with the game open. Nothing appeared. But when I walked out to the parking lot, my Pokemon Go Plus starts lighting up, starts vibrating. And I catch a few. I think I caught probably a dozen Pokemon. And at least half a dozen fled, which still is so frustrating. Right now, you get one. It feels like, and we're going to clarify on the next episode of Pokemon Go podcast, if that's true, that you get one shot, and if they pop out, then they just run away instantly. That doesn't seem right. It seems like I should be able to get multiple shots like I would in reality. Now, I get that you're not coding to let me use my Master Balls or my Ultra Balls, but which I would like. I would like to be able to set a pattern and say, hey, just cycle 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, regular Pokeballs, Master Balls, Ultra Balls. That'd be awesome. Is there a Great Ball? Is there one higher than Ultra Ball? I don't know. Clot says, played a little for the event, but not all since staying rested for Sun Moon. No, that was funny enough. You got me off my game, man. You messed up my evolutions. No, I get that. a lot of people lost interest. It's the challenge because I'm part of a podcast about it. Help get me really sticking with it, staying with it, overcoming the challenges instead of just putting it down. Because even with the Pokemon Go Plus, I left it. I'm out of candies. Who else? Spearow. I can do Spearow. Oh, no. Let's go back one. Do the star. Thank you. But in Pokemon Go, Master Balls come before Ultra Balls. Or is it Great Balls? It's Blue Balls. I know that. I don't know if that's the wrong thing to say. I don't know. Oh, yeah, Star. I get to get a Starmie. I forgot about that. Yeah. Get it, Starmie. I don't know why I did that weird voice. It's weird. So, but I gotta say, even with that's so pretty. The Pokemon Go Plus, that is so pretty. I don't know why I think Starmie is so pretty, but it is. Can't do another one. No, I just saved it because it was really good. I saved him because he was... No, I can't evolve him. Cool. This will give me all, because as you saw at the beginning, I have a Blastoise I caught in the wild. Don't know how the hell that happened, but that was awesome. And now I'm going to have the middle one. I'm going to have Malcolm. I need to call all my middle evolutions Malcolm for obvious reasons. If you don't get that, get the hell off my channel. So, War Turtle. Can you do it? No, sir. You close, but no cigar. Let's get you guys going. I get one of these Venonats going. I think I would love to play Sun and Moon. Now that I really understand Pokemon more and I'm playing the mobile version, the Pokemon Go, I think I wouldn't mind trying one of the new real games. I just don't have a handheld for it. I'm pretty sure Vulpix is a no, yeah. We've been able to do that. That looks like everybody has been evolved. And I bet you I'm right at the end of my... I don't have enough for a Haunter evolution to do it. No. I'm right at the end. Oh, Gloom can level up one more time. Sweet. That is awesome. All right. Let's see. I was at mid-level 20. It's definitely 21. Looks like almost 22. So I didn't quite get the level I wanted to, but close. So as you see, my clock is no longer going. Stupid. That was a horrible throw. And then okay. Great Ball, Ultra Ball, Master Ball. I got it wrong. Thank you, Klotz. So Master Ball will be next. But I would like to be able to have a setting for the Pokemon Go Plus that says, hey, cycle through this. Thank you, Brian Johnson. I appreciate you. So there you go. I just had to catch an Eevee just for giggles. Thank you, 50 ghost types. All right. So I was at level 20 at 25,000 XP towards 50,000. Now I'm at the end of level 21, 68,900 towards 75,000. So pretty, I would say really, really good progress. It got me almost a whole level. This, of course, will be way more effective if you're level 10 and you do this. Then the first time I did this, I messed it up. And for those of you who don't know, you will have a lucky egg counter right here underneath what the Pokemon Go Plus symbol, blah, blah. But I was level 14, 15 when I did this first time. And I got my numbers wrong. I only had about 30 Pidgeys and nothing else ready, really. And for some reason, I thought 30 was the number. I don't know why. But I only did about 10 minutes of evolutions and then ran out of stuff to evolve because I wasn't prepared well enough. And I still went from level 14 and a half to level 17. So definitely the lower level you are that you can do this, the better it does. But thanks for sticking around for 30 minutes plus on this, about 45 minutes now, to see what it's like to do the Lucky Egg thing. Check it out. If you hate me, still check out the Pokemon Go podcast because the other two co-hosts are way more knowledgeable and more serious about what they do. I just like to have fun and play games and throw my 2 cents in. So Joe Ard, Brian Ibbett, myself, we're on Pokemon Go podcast. Check that out every week. We've got, I forget exactly how many I forget exactly how many episodes we have out now, 20 plus. So go and check that out. PokemonGoPodcast.com is where we live. We will catch you next time around.